Howdy all Muglex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright, let's see if we can hold this together for a half hour. My throat has been something else the last couple days. Now I've had a cold for a week now. Oh nice. I made myself a new bow today. I haven't had a video off this in the last couple weeks because, well, if you watched the last video and you made it to the end, you know, the game crashed out. And I kept getting a weird error. And it has cost me a few things. I have lost my horse. I have lost my maps. Not the ones I had on the wall, they're still here. But the zoomed out map that I had, all the stuff I had to make maps with that I had in my inventory, all of that got reset. Well, except the horse. The horse is gone. My map though is still here, so I'm not really sure how that happened. It's a tad weird. Just a tad weird. Oh man, I didn't realize I had started putting that parking lot in. I was like, what am I looking at there? That's bizarre looking. Ooh, not as bizarre looking as that. What is that mess? Oh, that's my patterned floor. Right. Right. Anyways, so yeah, the game crashed out, and you know, somewhere out this way, I was riding a horse, and so yeah, it was kind of bizarre. Well, not that Minecraft would have a glitch. I mean, that's pretty standard. Kind of lucked out though because I have not made a backup of my world since I want to say end of November of last year. And I mean, not that that's long, but you know, I think I logged in. There was an episode I ended when I got lost out and about. I wish I know where I had gone with that horse when I hit that glitch. And I don't think it was out this far. See, he might be. The horse might be out here somewhere. The reason I don't know what happened to the horse is because when I logged in, I was in the Nether, which is not where I ended my game, and maybe it was over here where I lost where the game glitched on me, I was in my path in the Nether, and I fell through the floor, and so I had to work my way back up and around. Yeah, I don't see it out here. So it's wearing diamond armor, so you'd think it would show up pretty good if it was out here somewhere. I don't have any torches. I've lost my torches too, huh? Weird. But yeah, so I tried I thought maybe like it was because the map was in my hand, so I kept loading back in, trying to get the map to go down, and then I thought maybe it was because the horse was in a bad spot, and so I tried to back the horse up, and because I could log in, I could see my guy for about a second, and then it would crash to desktop. And I thought maybe if I could get off my horse, maybe it was because I was riding a horse. I didn't know. Who knows? I'm playing the snapshots, right? So who knows what's causing the glitch? I have no idea. And um, whatever it is currently occurring on this map right here. Because I well, because this is the map. This is the map that it claims has got a fatal error in it. Uh, the error is something about an intersection between the player and a zombie. And like they're in the same spot. Although that was clearly not the case, so I don't know what it's talking about, and I'm the only player. So I guess there was an invisible zombie on the screen that I touched. Maybe. Either way, I see that it is a common enough glitch that it's on there. Hey, you've got an issue list on the internet, and so I was hoping they'd fix it. And so I see they posted it was resolved at one point, but it's been reopened because it's still occurring. So so yeah, this is not the newest snapshot. I can't get it to run in the newest snapshot. So I actually rolled myself back to 1750 instead of 1850 or 1805 or whatever it's on. Um, right, it'd be 1805A, I think, was this last week's. And yeah, yeah. Today would be 1806. So, right, year 18, week 6, I think is how they do their deals. So, what's going on with the clouds over there, man? Mm. Anyways, so yeah, I did get some work done today. Uh, Trying to make sure this map was working okay. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't pick that up. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab this map and this map and go get them updated because I did do some work. But you gotta get the map close to let it update. So, uh, yeah, it been like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since I had one of these. Um, so I don't even remember. I know we had some birthday parties in there, sucked up a bunch of my day. I was going to. There we go. Yeah, see, look at that. I got some yellow line in there on this map, and then this other map here. Oh, it filled in too. I got some of the yellow line, and I also got some of the actual road in place. So that was all I wanted, just to get that map updated. Now I gotta go grab the resources to put together that big map again, so that I can keep that map on me, so I know where I'm at. Stop getting lost, because every time I go out to look for something, I come back lost. Every time I go underground to do some searching, I just wind up running out of torches and digging my way to the surface, and then I'm lost. And the compass don't cut it. The compass does not help me because it just is a compass, and I need a map. Uh, so I want to get that going again. All right, this one goes here. This one goes here. So I need not this egg. That's right. I need this stuff. I may have fixed my I can't think what they're called. Reed farm, sugarcane farm. There we go. Oh, I did put iron on the horse. I felt was better. Um, it just struck me that hey, this is a pretty simple fix here. The sugarcane is jumping. Oh no, oh no, it's fine. It just looked funny from over here for some reason. It's an optical illusion in my brain, but uh, I watched as the pistons kicked on to shove the sugarcane off, and I saw as the sugarcane hopped from this side over onto the sand on this side. I'm like, man, how do I get that to stop from jumping off like that and going in the wrong spot? I'm like, oh, I could just pour some water in there. It's a simple, easy fix, and that way all the sugarcane comes to me. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Who knows how much sugarcane is just wasted away because I couldn't be bothered to fix this correctly. Probably a lot. I want to make sure there was sugarcane on this side over here. Oh, there's a piston. Yep, okay. I can't see it now, so I wasn't sure if it had gotten broken off, and maybe there wasn't. There's only 3 sugar canes, so you'd think that they would grow more evenly. Anyways, yeah, we. Oh man, what else do I normally talk about in here? It's been 2 weeks. I'm sure there's stuff that's gone down. Uh, doesn't this need to be dark for this? Nope. Nope, that's the other game. Never mind. I I have in the past played a different version of this game where squids work differently, and so do compasses. Um, which would be better than wolves, which I tried to get to work, but it doesn't work with the new launcher at all for me. And so I've got to figure out how to. I got to take the time, I guess. It's a lot of work. I'm still thinking about it. I haven't given up on it. I actually downloaded the newest version. Tried to load it up. It didn't want to go for me though. So I want to say this is. I need paper and maps, and I need sugarcane for all of it. And so I'm pretty sure I lost all my paper that I had because it was on me. All my maps are gone. My zoomed out map is gone. What do you think the chances are that there's any sugar cane out here for me to grab? Because I'm pretty sure I came out this way and grabbed all the sugar cane I could find. Not that I even managed to hit the swamp coming out through here. Where's my swamp? Is it over the hill yet? There's my swamp. Um, yeah, I think I talk a little bit about D&D. So we played 2 weeks ago. I actually found some time to sit down and draw up one thumbnail, so I got one more episode up, which I really need to manage my time better. I think. I don't know. I've been so sick this last week though that hasn't happened for sure. I I feel like my voice is almost back to normal. So uh, I had no voice on Friday. I could not speak. Like it was one of those ones where you gotta really like feels like you're yelling to get any sound to come out. And so I didn't want to force it. And then yesterday wasn't much better. Today still sounds a little laryngitis-y to me, and but at least I can speak at a normal push of air through my throat, I guess. Uh, uh, Not really, apparently, but yeah, it's better. Anyways, so we did play. Uh, no, no, you know what? Let me tell you what. I know 2 weeks ago we played, and I didn't play at all, which I'm fine with, because we split the party, and so I'm not always going to be there until the party gets back together. What's crazy though is the one guy who split the party. I don't think he was happy because he wanted to split the party so that he was by himself. Uh, Now I wanted to split the party because there were some things I wanted to do that I just wanted to get done, and I knew they were going to be wasting a bunch of time in town doing the stuff they like to do that I don't like to do, which is they're huge fans of Goofy and wasting time in town, and I'm not. And so I want to just go and return the sword from my family back to my family because I don't need it anymore. And I didn't want to just carry it. Oh man. Oh, I was thinking this is a spot I died in. I remember there was a spot I played with TNT one time and blew myself up. Actually, my niece blew me up. Uh, but yeah, the yeah, I'm not finding any sugar cane out through here. Not that this is a swamp any longer. Ooh, maybe out here in the desert I'll find some. Yep, right there's some. And they wound up going on a monster hunt, but I'm pretty sure the dude who set it up thought that he was going to get to do it on his own. Like he didn't want anybody to do it. He makes comments like maybe my character will get killed off, and then I can just sit here and watch you play, and then I won't have to do anything but start up the stream because we play on his stream. I don't have to do anything but start up the stream and then just watch you guys play. Uh, and so he's always doing stuff to get his character in trouble so that people will try to either arrest him or attack him or he's run off. And honestly, we don't have to play on his stream. I guess we probably don't even have to play with him if he doesn't want to play. Uh, so I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, they wound up taking our entire session to do their hunt. And so after the session was over, uh, the next day I was like, hey, my guy would have made it back to town while this is going on. Me and one of the other characters. Our DM plays a character, and so his character and my character had gone off to return the sword back to my family farm since we were in a town nearby, and they had a bunch of other stuff they wanted to do, and so it's like, well, I'm just going to take my guy off to the family farm because I often just put him in the inn while they're doing their town stuff, and so I'm like, well, this would just basically be like putting him in the inn, except that he's just gonna ride the day and a half to his family farm, give him back the sword, and ride the day and a half back. Since you guys have already set up that you need to be here for 3 or 4 days, I might as well do that while you guys are doing your stuff in town that you need 3 to 4 days in town to do. And so I'm going to take my guy off. And so that's when he set up for this monster hunt. And so they did the monster hunt. And anyways, after it was all over, um, my character had left to return the week or the session prior because we play every other week. And I should have stayed in the desert. I don't know why I wandered out here into this place. Let me head back to the desert. And uh, so I'm like, hey, yeah, can I just tell you what I want from town, and then you can tell me how much it costs, and then we'll call it good. And so they're like, he's like, sure. I'm like, well, 'cause I'm not really spend time at the shop. I'm not gonna do any dice rolls or anything. I'm just gonna get a list if he has what I want, and give him the money and leave because I don't ever negotiate. My character is not that kind of character, really, so um, he doesn't care as long as the price is the normal price he expects. He'll just pay it and go. Because we have another character who uses spells and rolls and all sorts of tricks to spend the least amount of money, and which is why I don't go on the shopping trips because I can stop paying attention while they do that. Well, because I don't. It's too much of a hassle. Who cares, man? We've got so much money that what difference does it make? The only reason he needs money now is because he's trying to game the system, and because he basically wants money because he keeps spending money to make spell scrolls so that he can use spell scrolls instead of using his spell slots, which come back. And spell scrolls don't, so I don't know why he thinks this is a better option, but he does. And but it takes up a lot of time to do all that shopping and stuff, and for paper and ink and spells and and then they've got a bag of holding, and so technically I had a bag of holding, but as soon as I got it, they're like, we're shoving all this stuff in the bag. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna write all that down for you all the time, so you can have it. Well, I'm like, no, I'm not being in charge of your inventory. If you're gonna start shoving all your stuff in my bag, then it's your bag, and I will just carry my stuff in a regular bag. Well, I'm the wizard, so it's hard for me to carry stuff. Fine, that's fine. I'm not gonna be responsible for your inventory. Uh, and I don't want to have to be there every time your guy wants to use the bag because he literally the first words out of his mouth after the DM's like, you're awarded a bag of holding is I put all my gold and supplies in the bag of holding, and we're like, the bag of holding that my character's holding, yep. Okay, I don't want it then. He can have it. I really don't want to deal with his inventory. It's just too much of a hassle for me to have to do. Well, yeah, but I could just give you a list of what to write. No, why should I have to write down your inventory? Make your own list. There was a while they were keeping the list on on screen because we play digitally for some of the stuff because they gather up all the armor and weapons that are still together and sell it, and I just don't enjoy that part of the game. Anyways, there is a point to my story, and I kind of got off on a tangent here. So we we'd split. They had done their thing. They had taken the entire time. I didn't get to play at all. I just sat there for the 3-ish hours that our sessions run, and then it was over, and so we're gonna meet up this week if we play, uh, which I assume we're playing tomorrow night, or will it be tonight when this video goes live? And so I'm like, okay, whatever. It's not a big deal to me. I don't care. Um, like, well, we feel bad that you didn't get to do anything. I'm like, no, I've offered this before. I'm like, hey, they want to go do their thing, then we can. Like, one week I was sick because I swear I get a week of not being sick this winter, and then I get 2 weeks of being sick, and those are my only. Oh, I forgot. This is the game I need Ender Pearls on. This is the game that I'm going to die because I need Ender Pearls on. Hey, Desert Bunny, save me. And so the DM said I could just tell him what I wanted, and what I wanted was we picked up some white dragon scales, and I've been carrying them around with me since we killed this white dragon. That was a long time ago in our game. Like, okay, it wasn't a long time ago in game, but it was a long time ago in real life. Months I've had these white dragon scales. I've just been keeping, and every time we go to a town, I ask, "Is there a guy who can work with white dragon hide? It's hide, not scales. I have hide." White dragon hide here, and every time he's like, no, you'd have to go to the one big city, which is the opposite side of the continent that we're on. Although the continent is, technically I feel like we're on an island because it's only a couple of days across. And so ugh, talking's making me cough. And we finally find the guy with the white dragon scale stuff, and I'm like, okay. So I ask him, I'm like, what can I do with it? And he's like, well, and so he tells me what I can do with it. Oh, you know what I can do with this? You need to come face me. Wherever you went to. Not you. You. And did he get mad or what? Did he just leave? Well, he appears to have disappeared, so I can continue heading home here. Oh. Nope. Continue heading home here. I'm not prepared to fight all this stuff, so. So we do our thing, and we do our chit chat in speech, or in not speech, in the chat. Oof. Double creeper explosion sounded like a gigantic explosion. In our message program, Discord. There we go. Couldn't think of the name of it there for a second. And it wasn't a big deal. I'm just like, so can this guy use the white dragon hide? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, okay, so can I get a cloak that's like, you only have 3 attunement slots, so I can't attune to it. And so he agrees. We hash it out back and forth a little bit what we could do with it. Because it's homebrewed, so I mean, it's not like this is something straight out of the game. It's something we have to figure out the rules for, and so we were discussing outside the game the rules for it, and we had come up with what it would do. After the session, or maybe before the session, somewhere around the session where I didn't play. And so it's going to be, I think, cool. It's going to be a cloak that I don't have to attune to, which is a big plus for me because I don't have any more attunement slots. You only get 3 items. You have to basically, it means I can have 3 magic items that require attunement, and I already have all 3 of them used, and they are things I cannot give up. My sword, my ring of protection, and my dark vision goggles that let me proceed without constantly having to light torches. And because the other guy who can't see in the dark can pretty much cast a spell. I think that's my lake, so I've only missed my return by a little bit trying to use the compass here. Yep. And so almost went right past my village though. And so the other thing I said was he wouldn't happen to have better plate armor than what I'm wearing, would he? Something that doesn't require attunement. And he's like, sure. It's got some plate armor +1. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, that's what I want. I want to turn in the white dragon hide and get the plate armor. And the other guys had already gone shopping, and so I knew there were 2 potions of speed that I wanted available. And so he had already given the price for those, and so I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do, and that's it. I mean, basically, we'd already hashed out the cloak. We'd already hashed out a long time before this episode that this was the town I had to go to even be able to do it. And so all that was left was to pay the man, basically. And so I'm like, it'd be alright just to deduct that stuff from my inventory now, and just when we start the next game, meet up with the guys and say we just came from shopping. And the DM was like, sure, that'd be fine. I'm like, alright. And so we do that. And this does all tie back in together. Don't worry, we're getting to the tie-in together part here. So last week was our off week, and we get together and we play video games. And during our video games, our DM says, if there's anything you want to do this week, please let me know. That does not work. So that I can prep for it. Because we're basically... we're not in limbo. We have things to do, but we haven't gotten to the point where we. Man, all my iron that I used to do this before, all my paper, everything. And now, if I remember this correctly, I need a bunch of compasses, right? And then I need a bunch of paper. As soon as I remember how paper works. And then it's a bunch of maps. Let me keep the paper. I've got enough for it to... Oops. I got enough to see. So what I want is I want a map bound to this position. And then I need it to expand out. It is with paper. Okay. So map 13 becomes map 13. What? Oh yeah, but it is zoomed out. Okay. And then I want to zoom it out some more. So it's a bunch of paper, not a bunch of maps. So I probably have enough paper to get this zoomed all the way out. You think that's zoomed all the way out? Let me try one more here. Yeah, it keeps going. I don't think it'll pop up in the window. Okay, that's really tiny. Try one more here. Yep, yep. And so the guy who split the party, the guy who's always going off on his own to do stuff, uh, the guy who instigated the thing that ended up taking an entire session so that I didn't even get to. Oh, look, I do have diamond armor. Huh. Uh, he got mad and said, "Well, I thought you were just you were just telling us at this point how to or what we were doing in the game. For all I know, we've gone off and fought dragons and stuff, and are all level 18 at this point. Since you're just gonna tell us in chat what's happened." I'm like, seriously? We did our shopping. We did our shopping in chat. It took us less than 10 minutes to do the shopping. We had to wait 3 hours for you to do your lone monster hunt because you didn't want to wait for everybody else to get back to do it as a party. We seriously spent over an hour while he ran off to the bars. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's crazy. But tomorrow night we should all be back together. Unfortunately, though, the DM says it's going to take 7 days for my cloak to be ready. So then I need another week in town. So maybe we'll wind up doing another monster hunt. I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright, with that, I'm going to call it a day. So click like if you like. Subscribe to be sure and catch the next one. I've got a giant map to fill out for next time, I guess. And I will talk to you later.